Today I will recap a 2018 Indonesian horror film named May the Devil Take You. A young woman visits her father's old villa in search of answers about his mysterious illness, where she uncovers a horrifying truth from the past. Kindly remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. At the beginning of the movie, we see a man named Lesmana. Then a woman knocks on the door whom he invites in. He asks her to walk upstairs, but she asks him to walk into the cellar. There she starts a ritual and makes a symbol and puts the head of a goat in the middle of it. She then asks her if he has brought what she asked for. Lesmana takes out some money and a bunch of hair from his bag and takes them to her, from which she takes the hair, wraps them on paper, and eats it. Then she breaks her hair and makes him eat them. She then snatches money from his hands and sets them on fire and makes a cut on his hand. But this enraged Lesmana and he starts leaving from there. But then the lights are turned off and he sees that the woman is levitating in the air and has a goat's head in her hand. And seeing this, Lesmana says that he believes her now and he is her servant. Then he sees that his entire room is filled with money, which makes him very happy. Now the woman says that the devil has accepted his oath and there is more wealth waiting for him at home. Next, we see that Lesmana has become rich overnight and her first wife was found dead, who had committed suicide. Now he is married to former actress Lakshmi and they are blessed with a daughter. Then suddenly Lesmana's business starts to decline, and he had to sell all his property. We then see his daughter Alfie on the train, where we are also shown a glimpse of a spirit. Then he gets a call from the hospital and the scene gets shifted to the hospital. Now when Alfie goes to the lift, we again see the spirit behind her. Alfie is actually Lesmana's biological daughter and she also has two half-siblings. Here the nurse tells them that Lesmana is showing stroke symptoms, skin disease, and failing organs. Now Lesmana is shown whose condition was very bad. Here we come to know that Alfie has not met Lesmana for 10 years. Maya tells her that a year ago he started visiting his villa, isolating himself. After everyone leaves, Alfie tells Lesmana that she doesn't hate him anymore, because there is nothing left to hate in the condition he is in. Then all of a sudden the lights are turned off and Lesmana holds her hand in fear. Then there she sees the ghost of a woman who slowly starts moving towards her. Alfie gets very scared seeing her, but then the ghost disappears from there. She then notices that the ghost is holding her hand and it attacks her. But when the light comes on, there is no ghost there and then suddenly Lesmana attacks her. Now hearing her voice, her siblings come inside and then Lesmana vomits blood on Lily, and everyone gets shocked to see all this. Next, we see that Alfie comes to Lesmana's villa whose ownership is under her name. Here she sees her mother's old piano, which she used to play with her mother in her childhood. Then she tries to open the cellar which was locked and had some symbols on it. After this, she goes to her room where she sees someone who runs away after seeing her. Then when she comes down, she hears Lakshmi and her children talking about selling this villa. Then Alfie comes in front of them and she sees that the one who ran away after seeing her was her stepsister Nara. Now in the night, Lakshmi discusses with Alfie about selling the house, to which Alfie says that she has married her father only for money, and for such a woman, he betrayed her mother. Now hearing this, Lakshmi slaps her, after which Alfie leaves there in anger. Then Maya gives Ruben a toolbox and asks him to open the cellar door. Ruben and Maya see symbols at the cellar's door, which she takes out and throws them. On the other hand, Alfie tries to open a door, and only then does she see slip marks of a chair, with the help of which she finds a key. Now when she enters the room, she sees black magic items there, which she is shocked to see. There she also finds her childhood photo. On the other hand, Ruben opens the cellar's door and we see an unseen entity coming out from inside. Then the scene shifts to the hospital where that entity enters Lesmana's room, and we see that Lesmana starts pulling hairs from his mouth, which start clinging to his entire face and then his head explodes. Here Lakshmi asks Ruben to go and check inside the cellar. She thinks that there might be a safe deposit or other valuables inside. Now Ruben starts going inside even though he doesn't want to, but then Alfie stops him. She tells them that there is something upstairs that they need to investigate. But Lakshmi starts arguing with her and only then does Nara notices a hand coming out of the cellar. She even tries to tell her but by then that hand had caught Lakshmi's leg, and it starts dragging her inside the basement. Ruben and Alfie try hard to stop her but they are unable to do so. Now all of them were very scared of this and they could not understand what to do now. Then they hear very scary voices coming from inside, and Alfie tells Ruben to step back. Then suddenly Lakshmi attacks Maya, who was possessed and looked very scary. Now Maya tries to escape from her, but she bites her hand. And then Alfie attacks her with a hammer, which hits her on the head and she dies. Now, just as Alfie is handling Maya, Lakshmi comes back to life and takes out the hammer from her head. Then she starts climbing on the wall and starts laughing seeing them, which scares them all a lot. She tells them that fortune will be paid with souls. After this, she jumps out of the window and leaves from there. Now as Alfie is bandaging Maya's hand, she sees a strange doll in Nara'S hand. Nara says that she found it outside, on which Maya asks to throw it away immediately. Now Alfie takes that doll from her and then Ruben asks her to go with him. They both come out and see that Lakshmi had cut the wires of their car. He tries to start the car, but it was completely destroyed. Then they come inside where Alfie asks him to call for help and says that there is a village down the path where Maya can be treated. Then she leaves for the town with Maya, but only after going a short distance. They start hearing some sounds and see that Lakshmi is eating something sitting in front. Lakshmi notices them and starts moving towards them, but they hide. Then Alfie takes out the hammer from her bag and goes to face her, while Maya finds a book in the bag and starts asking Maya about it. Now before Alfie could explain anything to her, she misunderstands her and starts leaving from there. Alfie tries to stop her, but she slips and falls into the mud, and Maya disappears from there. Here in the house, Ruben calls Lily and asks her to come there. But as soon as he is about to send the location, his phone gets switched off. Now Nara tells her that she saw the person who took Mother. Then Alfie comes back home alone and tells everything to Ruben. Ruben also looks at the album which contains their photos. Now he also starts to misunderstand her, but she explains that she needed to hold on to something. She says that as soon as the sun rises, they will look for Maya. She then takes him to the room where they learn that Lakshmana was not a good man. Alfie sees in the book a sketch of the same woman she had seen in the hospital. Then they find the symbols that were stuck on the cellar door, and understand that Lakshmana was trying to keep something there. Then they learn about the Dark Priestess, and that these are the women who have dedicated themselves to be concubines of the devil. Therefore they are given the power to do supernatural things. Now they understand how Lakshmana became rich overnight, but Ruben asks what does it have to do with her mom. But then Alfie faints. On the other hand, we see Maya, who has wandered into the forest. Only then does she see Lakshmi there, who sticks out her very long tongue. Then she attacks Maya and is about to put her tongue in her mouth, but Maya starts hitting her with a torch and kills her. Here Nara is sleeping in her room when we see her almirah opening and a lady comes out from it. Then her bed starts shaking and she screams loudly and the bed stops moving. Now when she looks under the bed, she does not see anyone but the ghost sitting behind her. Now hearing her scream, Alfie and Ruben run towards her room and see that the ghost is dragging her under the bed. Alfie tries to save her, but the ghost scratches her hand, after which it disappears from there. Now here Alfie faints and the scene goes into a flashback where she is with her mother. Her mother goes out and suddenly some entity attacks her, and we see that she is hanging by holding Alfie's hand. Then the ghost starts moving towards Alfie, so her mother scratches her hand to save her and falls down. On the other hand, Lily has reached the forest and she is trying to contact Ruben. Then Maya comes there and Lily tells her that Ruben has called her here and she has come to help. Now Maya was behaving strangely here and Lily sees the hammer in her hand in the side mirror. She asks her to open the door, but when she doesn't, she attacks her and kills her with that hammer. After this, she comes home and here we get a glimpse of the devil for the first time. Now Maya has regained her senses and is very scared, and only then does she see a ghost peeping from behind the door. Then she comes to the cellar where she sees 5 dolls and then someone starts calling her name and we see the color of her eyes changing. She tells her that she is her mother. Now Maya starts apologizing to her, but then she realizes that this is not her mother. And now the devil offers her to be his follower, which she accepts. And here we see that ghost behind her. Now when Alfie wakes up the next morning, she hears the sound of the piano and she comes down to see that her mother is playing the piano. She goes and sits beside her. But then she realizes that it is the devil in the form of her mother, and she tells her that it should have been her taken. Then she starts attacking her mentally and then tears the skin of her face in front of her, inside which she is the priestess. Now seeing this, Alfie gets very scared, but then Maya is sitting in front of her who brings her to her senses. Alfie sees that she is wearing her mother's dress. Then Ruben and Nara also come there and the scene gets cut right here. Now Alfie learns that something is wrong with Maya, so she tells Ruben that they have to leave. Then Alfie shows her arm and reminds him that his mother said that fortune shall be paid with souls. She tells him that the ghost is now inside her mother and she will never let go her and Nara. Then Maya says that he will never let them leave and then starts laughing loudly. Fearing that, they try to run away from there. But Maya again says that he will never let them go. Then they see the shadow of the same ghost outside the door. Seeing this, they get very scared. Now Ruben asks her to take care of Nara and goes to find Maya. Then he gets Maya upstairs, but when he goes to her, she is the same ghost and she comes after him to attack him. Here Ruben sees that she is very tall and then she screams loudly, but he closes the door. But then Maya says from behind that he wants Alfie and Nara. Ruben tries to bring her to her senses and sees that she has a doll in her hand. Then he starts taking her with him, but she tells him that she has killed their mother and Lily. Now he gets very shocked to hear this, and then she shows him the devil and says that he is waiting for them. She tries to convince him that they can pay off Lesmana's debt by giving Alfie and Nara to Satan. But Ruben does not agree with her and slaps her. Now Maya gets angry with this and she breaks the hand of a doll, due to which Ruben's hand is also broken. And when he tries to run away, she breaks his leg too. He asks Alfie and Nara to leave, after which Maya separates his neck from his body. Now seeing this, Alfie and Maya get very scared. And then Maya takes out Nara's doll and sends her inside the basement. And then she also controls Alfie and attacks her, due to which she faints. Alfie then regains consciousness in the cellar, where we learn that the priestess had asked Lesmana for Alfie's sacrifice, to which he refuses, saying that he cannot do this to his daughter. But she says that he has done this with his first wife, after which Lesmana gives hair to her. But priestess understands that Lesmana is deceiving her, and only then does he stabs her with a dagger. Now the priestess angrily plucks his hair and eats them. Then she curses him that he will lose everything when he least expects it, and warns him to be ready to be taken away with his own flesh and blood. Now hearing this, Lesmana gets very angry and he kills her with a shovel, and after that, he buries her dead body there in the cellar. Now Maya comes there and she pricks a nail in Alfie's doll, due to which she starts to suffer in pain. Alfie tries to bring Maya to her senses, but Maya starts twisting her hand, and during this, Alfie notices Maya's doll around her neck. Then she starts laughing out loud. Seeing that, Maya gets confused and comes to her. Then Alfie starts talking to her, and in the meantime, she takes out her doll. Now Maya starts breaking her leg in anger. But then Alfie shows her doll to her and throws it into the fire, due to which Maya's body catches fire and she dies burning alive there. Then Alfie goes to Nara and tries to wake her up, but only then does she sees the priestess, who locks the door. After this, Alfie starts digging the place where priestess's body was buried, and she tries to take out Lesmana's hair from inside her. Then as soon as she finds the hair, she throws them in the fire and sees that the mark on her hand disappears. But then the priestess's ghost comes from behind her and drags her to his grave. Then after some time, when Alfie regains consciousness, she sees that she is wrapped in hair, after which she frees herself by cutting them with a dagger lying nearby and tries to get out of that grave. But even after trying a lot, she is not able to come out and gives up. But then she sees her mother, holding her hand. She comes up, but she is actually Nara. Now finally they both leave the house and the camera is panned on the door of the cellar, and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching.